recording.
It's recording now.
Alright, boys. Yep, it's recording.
Alright.
Introduce yourselves. Who are you? What do you do?
I'm Seth Koleno. I'm a wrestler at Clarion, and the first 2 years I wrestled at 133.
Not wrestling 33 now.
No, not really wrestling 33 anymore. Looking to wrestle 49 this year.
I'm Greg Bolsick. I wrestle 197. I'm a national qualifier. I'm Cam Butler. I wrestle 125. Not that much smaller than Greg, but I'm looking to wrestle 125 again this year. I'm a redshirt senior, and I study special education.
You're from this cool state, right?
Yeah, Maryland.
There's some cool people from there.
For sure.
I want to meet someone from there.
They got a decent flag.
Best flag in the United States,
It might be the best flag.
I mean, not my.
It is.
What's Pennsylvania's flag? No, I don't even know. You don't even know.
It's blue.
Is it?
It's blue.
No one cares.
I don't know much more about it than
What's
that.
your major?
I'm a bio pre-med, so I gotta go to med school after.
I didn't know you were about. What do you want to do?
Right now I'm like leaning towards pediatrics.
What is that exactly?
It's so.
For the audience, obviously, I know about
Yeah,
it.
so pediatrics is like working with, like it's like a family doctor, but it's for younger kids.
Right. Okay. So what made you come to Clarion?
So pretty much, coach reached out to me my junior year, and I came up on my visit, and I liked the campus, thought it was really nice, and when I got here on my official, just being around the guys, like I felt like I was with them already. Like I've been with them for how long, and I literally was just there for them on the first day, and they just included me in everything, made me feel welcome.
Good. So I made you come here.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you were here on my visit.
Cam, what led you here?
Well, pretty much everything that Seth said. I just really felt comfortable with the team. I like the small town atmosphere too.
Right.
I don't know if you've ever been to. Have you ever been to La Plata? Yeah, it's kind of out of your way.
Yeah.
But it's pretty similar. It's a little smaller than back home, but it's nice because you still meet new people all the time. But it's like close enough and small enough that you pretty much know everybody, which I think is cool. So plus it's cool being a part of like an up and coming program. You know what I mean? Instead of wrestling at a school like Penn State where you might not make the lineup ever. So it's pretty cool.
How'd coach find you? Like all the way? Aren't you like 5.5 hours from here? Something like that?
I'm like 6.5, but it's kind of crazy. Like, my coach growing up, from when I was like 5 years old, actually is from Brookville.
Okay.
His name's Todd Sharp. He coached with Ferrero's dad actually at Brookville. So he had always kind of told me about the college when I was older, and he always wanted me to tour it. And Coach Ferrero kind of got into contact with me from Todd. So that's kind of how it started.
Hold on, I forgot I have to time these because my camera only records 30 minutes at a time. Yeah, it sucks. I'm upgrading soon. The next one I'm getting does record for an infinite amount until the battery dies, obviously. But so
Looks professional.
Does it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
Yes.
You got the little microphone on the top, right?
Yeah, there's a mic up there.
Fancy dancy.
What got you guys into wrestling? What age?
So my first grade teacher was a state champ, and like he was big into football, and I was big into football. He was a Broncos fan, and I would always like go in and make fun of them because they weren't very good at the time.
Yeah.
And he just knew I was an athlete, so he was like, "Hey, why don't you try wrestling and stuff like that?" And next thing you know, I went home and asked my mom, and at first they were like hesitant, and then one of the kids that went to my church, he wrestled and was pretty good, and they talked to his parents, and then they finally let me wrestle. So in second grade, I went out for wrestling.
Right.
Well, I've been wrestling since I was probably like 5 or 6. My dad, like nobody in my family ever wrestled, surprisingly. But like the guy I just talked about, Todd, my dad taught at La Plata, so they kind of met through that. They became good friends, and Todd wanted me to wrestle. He was talking to my dad about it, and I went into the room and just loved it. I mean, I played baseball and soccer, and I golfed and swam. I did pretty much anything, but wrestling was the thing I loved the most. So.
There's a big difference between team and individual.
Yeah, I kind of like it because it is like you have that team aspect, but you can, even if you're on a bad team, you can still do good yourself. I've been lucky enough to like be on good teams.
Everything's on you too. In
Yeah.
an individual sport, it's just like, I think that's why wrestlers are known for being like crazy.
Yeah.
Because there's so much pressure.
Yeah, you have so much pressure on you, and then like, yeah, you might know you're gonna win this match, but like also, if you need 6 points for your team, you got to go out there and get a fall.
Right.
And it's so much discipline you need to have, like on and off the mat, man. Like it's just crazy.
Yeah, like watching your weight, going to practice, trying to stay healthy, maintaining your body, like making a healthy lifestyle. Like there's so much people don't realize.
Did you know? When did you guys notice that? Some wrestlers don't really do it healthy when they first start.
Yeah.
When did you realize like you really have to stay on it?
So really, all through high school, I never cut weight ever, ever in my life. Like my senior year, I was literally eating 2 lunches, and I wrestled 138. And when I came here, I don't know what happened over the summer or whatever, but I ballooned up and got up to like 160. And I got here, and I lost like 10 pounds really fast.
Right.
And Coach Kiss, I remember he was like, "Hey, what weight do you think about going?" I was like, "Oh, 41." And he was like, "You think you can make 33?" And I was like, I mean, I never cut really any weight, but I'll try.
Yeah.
And then, literally, I just started eating really healthy, started exercising way more, changed how I lived, and got down really low and never missed a meal, really. So
You started as a true freshman too, right?
Yeah.
How'd that? Did you feel any?
So
weight or...
I'm so glad I was a true freshman because it made me grow so much quicker because I had to, or else I was gonna die. I was gonna get destroyed all the time. So I had to literally grow up fast, and it helped me a lot.
Good. You also had your first burger.
Yeah.
Tell them about that story.
So it was before a match one day.
You've never had a burger.
Never had a burger my entire life.
How old were you?
I was gonna turn 19. It was on my 19th birthday. It was the day before we had a match. Okay, and like I said, I cut 30 pounds, but I still was always under. I was a pound under. I made it so I never could miss a meal. And one day my roommate, I forgot my keys, my ID. I left it in my room, and so I went down. He was at the place called the Den, and next thing you know, I was like, man, he's eating a burger, and it actually looks pretty good. And I'm underweight, and I missed going to the calf, and it was too late. So I was like, man, I'm hungry. I kind of want to eat something. I'm underweight. And so next thing you know, I was like, no one knows I never ate a burger. So if I don't like it, it's just going to be like, okay, he had a bad burger. It didn't taste good. So next thing you know, I ate the burger, really liked it, and I told Coach DeLoya, and next thing you know, everybody knew about it. Everybody knew about it. He called me, and he was like, are you serious? You never had a burger?
Because that's so odd.
It is odd.
How does that not just you're a kid at a barbecue or something?
Oh,
it's the most basic food.
Hot dog chicken all the way. But now, never. I'll never eat another hot dog. I don't think ever again in my life.
Dude, that secret about the burger lasted probably 10 seconds.
Oh yeah.
Everybody, it was in the group chat.
I literally told my roommate, and next thing you know, he posted in the group chat because he was like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, it's no big deal." And next thing you know, I was getting call after call. Are you serious? Are you serious?
So odd. I miss the Den. The Den.
I did miss the Den.
Was good.
Amazing.
What happened to that?
They took it down. They
took
wanted
it
to build
down.
something else, right? Is that it?
They heard I had my first burger there, and I liked it, so they had to shut it down.
Yeah, that was good. That was also dangerous.
It was so
It's
deadly.
Dude, a burger from there was 1,500 calories. And a milkshake was 2,000, dude.
Oh, dude, but they were
imagine?
so good.
That's probably your whole day if you're gotta make weight that day.
Your
That's
whole
probably
day,
all you eat.
Less. That's 700 calories
Dude,
more than I'm supposed to eat in a day.
It's really dangerous too, because you could use your meal swipe for it.
Oh,
And
man.
I used my meal swipe so many times down there. It got to the point where, they were literally like, "Oh, yep, go ahead. I know what you want. Meal swipe."
Give me the
I was a
regular.
regular.
Give me the regular.
Go from never eating a burger to a regular.
When do you start taking wrestling serious? When did you notice that kind of switch?
Well, my freshman year, like I said, I played baseball and soccer, and I liked it. But I did really well my freshman year. I was really small though. I think I weighed 95 pounds my freshman year of high school.
95.
And I wrestled 108 at the end of the year.
Jeez.
Yeah, I was tiny.
You were a lightweight.
Yeah, I'll have to send you a picture.
You probably had
of what
to
I looked
eat to
like.
make weight.
Oh, dude, I could have a burger on the scale, dude. And a Denny.
You were one of
milkshake.
those people.
Yeah, but I kind of beefed up my sophomore year. I got third my sophomore year. I did pretty well, and that was kind of the point where I really wanted to focus on it. But like Seth, I never really cut weight until college, and that's when I really recognized that. Because you can't like pick your weight classes anymore. Like in high school, you could just bump up or be like,
Yeah,
oh, I'm gonna.
it's like
go
you gotta
up and-
you gotta maintain
There's
it
no
and stick
bumping up.
to
Just
it.
gonna
Yeah.
bump up. Hey,
No.
Steph, take the day off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the coach tells you where to go, and that's where you go. Like,
Yeah.
So that's
Especially
when
at the
I
Division
really,
1 level, you gotta.
Oh yeah, I mean if you bump up, you lose your spot like immediately because it's crazy.
How about in college? When did you know? Because obviously college and high school are different. When did you notice like you're a D1 wrestler?
I mean, yeah, it kind of hits you fast. Like your first, like
You
done there.
practice?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
practicing?
you like your first practice. Everybody in the room is like a stud. Like you're used to like killing everybody in every high school room you go to. You go all around the state and go to different practices, and you're the man. And then you get up here and like,
You're not the man.
no, you're not the man.
You're not the
You're
man.
just a normal guy, dude. Like, and it hits you fast.
Who
You
was
gotta,
the practice partner that made you like, oh, I'm not that good?
Well, like, you know, my senior year, I was like, all right, I'll come into Clarion and I'll be a big shot, you know. And I came in, and that was the year that Jake Ramacki came in. And that was the year after he had just made it to nationals. He had wrestled at Pitt.
Right.
And he transferred, like,
Yeah.
and I found out about it, like, 2 weeks before I was supposed to
Uh-huh.
come to Clarion. I was like, oh, God, here we go. That was a big one, man. He was at a different level at that point than me. I was really underdeveloped.
That probably taught you like right under him though, so that probably made you a lot better.
Yeah,
The
I mean,
fact that he was,
we were partners for a long time
Yeah.
because I think he wrestled for 6 years because he had a
Yeah.
red shirt and an injury red shirt.
Yeah.
So he's been my partner for a long time, which helped me a lot.
yeah, it really helps you grow when you got that older guy right above you, just
Mhm.
kicking your butt. At the end of the day, you need that.
Yeah.
That's what you can't really get in team sports, I don't think.
No, not
Like
at
you
all.
can get hit in football and stuff, but you don't
Yeah.
have someone just.
I mean, the only other sport. I mean, I guess in football, being quarterback, like looking up and like, all right, yeah.
Yeah.
But still, it's not even close to comparison.
It's like I feel like in a team sport, coach really picks.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I guess in college wrestling, kind of you usually know who's gonna start, but you still have your shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know
And
you
you
have
can-
that shot to beat that person.
Yeah. But like in football, coaches can pick favorites. Oh, this
Yeah.
guy is I think is better, but he might not be.
Yeah.
And this guy will never get a chance. Where in wrestling, you have to earn your spot. Like it doesn't matter if you
have to
were
wrestle for
an
it.
NCAA champ. Like if someone that's a freshman comes in and beats you out, or even someone that just got better beats you out on the spot, it's like next thing you know, you could lose your spot.
That's what's so cool about college wrestling too. Is like everybody's so good that upsets like they're obviously like a big deal, but like they happen all the time.
Yeah.
Because like you just have to realize everybody that you wrestle, whether you know their name or not, is like
They're all
can
good.
beat you.
Yeah.
They're all good.
Oh yeah.
Every match is literally like you're in the state tournament in high school. If that's like how you want to put it in perspective, it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
you're at state. You're like in the state finals every match.
D1 wrestling is no joke.
No joke.
I remember I won my first match ever. First match ever, my open. I was so happy. Next match, from Luke Gardner from Penn State destroyed me. Wasn't even close.
Yeah.
I was like, wow,
Clarion Open.
this is real.
Clarion
Open
Open's
gets
a
some
tough
good people,
tournament,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Especially like you get all those PA schools. My freshman year, we had Pitt, we had a couple guys from Michigan, we had Penn State guys there. It's kind of
Penn
cool because
State,
Kale always
Lock
comes.
Haven.
Yeah,
there's a
Chaos
lot.
Anderson was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lock
He's so
Haven
serious
comes.
in the corner.
Yeah.
You ever see him just standing
Dude,
there?
he
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
say a word. Doesn't say a word. He's like, dude, this guy knows what he's doing. Just sits there and watches.
The other thing that's cool is like wrestlers. It's not like football. Like when you see like an NFL player go to a game, they're all like dressed up. You can tell like he's a celebrity.
Yeah.
You
Like
walk around and
celebrities in the wrestling world are just like look like normal.
You think he's a
people.
dad? They're
Yeah,
just
well,
shit
I
on
wouldn't say Kale looks normal. I mean,
Well-
his ears are like,
True.
on a different
Aside from
level.
the
Yeah.
ears.
and then he's also like, He's pretty jacked.
But then like you're at the Clarion Open and all of a sudden you look around and you're like, oh, he was a 3-time national champion.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another guy that won nationals. He's an All-American.
He was a
like,
4-time, by the way.
No, I'm not talking about Kale. I know Kale.
Just like everyone there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's still crazy. Yeah.
It's upsetting the Clarion Open isn't happening this year.
I know. Especially because it was probably going to be in Tippin this year.
Yeah, the new one.
Yeah, it would have been so sweet.
Oh.
I mean, those elementary stuff that we've been having in there, that's sweet. Like, it got me so pumped. I was like, dude, Clarion Open's going to be so fun. Now it's like, nah.
And that new building's just awesome. You saw we're hosting the NCAA volleyball finals?
Yeah.
No way.
In 2023, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's not in Tippin, though.
Wait, it's not?
Mm-mm.
Where is it?
We're just the host. It's in Pittsburgh.
Oh.
Yeah, it's at like PBG or something.
I'm not that excited anymore.
Yeah,
Alright, cool.
When I first saw that, I thought it was in Tippin too, and I was like,
yeah.
no way, like that's crazy. And then,
I guess the seating just isn't enough.
Yeah, it's the seating. It's gotta be seating. Because it's like the
it has to be.
finals.
It has to be literally an arena.
Mm-hmm.
Has to be.
That's like Cleveland State was the host of, what was it? It wasn't last year. It was the year before of Wrestling Nationals, and it wasn't like at their facilities. It was at where the Cavaliers played.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that, you know.
Yeah.
But Pitt hosted. Was that at Pitt? That was at Pitt, right?
Pitt did the same thing. Yeah. It was at
and they
PBG.
That was PBG.
Yeah.
Cause I went for that for the first day.
Yeah.
It was sweet.
That's where where the Penguins play. Yeah, that was a really cool one.
It was, oh my god, such an awesome experience.
Yeah.
Just being in a big stadium. We can't even do that right now, but
Dude, I just miss human interactions.
we're having it right now.
Yeah.
This is why I started this.
Oh man.
Seth, tell them about your nerdiness.
All right, so
Here we go.
I'm a big nerd, I guess you could say. I mean, I love Star Wars. It's probably like my biggest nerd thing. Netflix show, if you name it, I've probably watched it. I've watched countless.
At least 3 times. Probably.
Yeah, probably multiple times I've watched it. But like, literally, Deloy will message me all the time and be like, "Hey, what show should I watch?" And I'll literally give him a show and he'll watch it. But I also have like a collection of Funko Pops. I've probably put like $300 into it.
Show him one.
Alright, I'll go get one.
Wait, is this the same thing Avery and Mikey collect?
Yeah. Have you seen it yet?
I haven't seen the collection, but
Dude,
it's those things. Let me see.
But so like this is like my most
expensive
expensive one. It's like a concept art of Darth Vader. But I paid like $15 for it, and it's already up to worth $70. So like this little thing's worth $70. So like before you make fun of me, I put probably $300 into it. It's worth $1,000 already. So
your whole collection.
My whole collection, but this one's worth $70. So just like little things.
It's like the nerd version of the stock market.
Yeah, it's like a stock market. Like except I don't have to wait forever for it to grow. I mean, it literally goes up so fast in value.
How fast?
And they look cool.
This one came out like not too long ago, and it literally just shot up so fast. Like it came out during probably 2 months ago, and it's literally already up to $70.
How does that happen? Like, how do you keep up with that?
So there's like multiple apps that I use, and I'll just like it's kind of like an eBay app. I forget what it's called, but I'll just scroll on there, and then Funko actually has an app where it like tells you like its value. So like if I see one on like the eBay app, I'll just look it up and then look it up on Funko to see what it's worth. And if it's a good deal, I'll get it. If not, like even if it's like within a couple of dollars onto the price, and then I'm like I'm not getting it because it's not worth it.
Yeah.
But there's a couple of them. If I saw them at a good price, I'd get them. But like some of them go honestly up to like $10,000.
Just for one?
Just for
That's
one.
what people collect.
Like it's crazy what kind of stuff gets value.
That is crazy.
Let me restart my camera. Don't matter. Oh my god. It's recording. How's
We're
the?
rolling again.
Actually, I have one of those things. What's up?
Before you like get into this again, is mine gonna be in the way if I like go behind here and then around?
Oh,
Like,
no,
you're
you
good.
can just walk right in front of it. Okay. It's not like this.
Yeah.
Stop distracting us.
I do have to make a confession though. I had never seen Star Wars until this year.
Yes, I got him into it.
I'm
it.
22 years old. I've never seen Star Wars until Seth showed me it, and he made me watch all of the movies within like 2 days, and they're good.
It's pretty awesome.
They're so
They're
good.
good.
I've
I'm
seen them all.
kind of hooked. They're good.
I'm not like a Star Wars like fan. I've seen them all, but I don't know anything. But like they're awesome.
Yeah, they're so good. And what's funny is like he was like, "No, dude, I don't want to watch them." I'm like, dude, just give him a chance. Like, come on, give him a chance. And he started giving him a chance. And next thing you know, I'd come home from like practice or something. And he'd be like, "Yo, let's watch Star Wars." And I'm like, "You did not just say that right now." He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You say you like him?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm kind of into him now."
Yeah.
My old roommate, he's an Army Ranger now, but he was a big Star Wars guy.
Yeah.
That's how I got into it. Freaking
Well,
nerd.
he can literally tell you like every backstory of every character, like
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
like literally any question you have about.
There's
Star
only
Wars,
probably
he would know.
one person that I know truly that knows more Star Wars than me, and it's my little brother, like my youngest brother. Like
Yeah.
he knows probably just not. I wouldn't say he knows a lot more than me, but he knows like maybe a little bit more than me, like
Yeah.
certain stuff. But
That's hard to believe.
it's hard to believe. Yes.
Do you, as a kid, did you study that stuff, or did it just stick to you? Like you watch a movie and it just stuck in? Because I watch movies all the time and it just doesn't stick in my
I
head.
have like
either.
a weird thing where like anytime I watch something, I don't know if it's just like I can focus so good on stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just like everything grabs my attention, and like I just get into it, and like whatever I watch, I just get into so much.
Right.
And like with Star Wars, I got into it so fast because I was probably 5 or 6 when I started watching it, and just like all the different shows that they have and the different books, like I hated reading when I was young, but I would like read stuff like that, and next thing you know, I just learned so much from it. And then because we had a thing where we had to like take AR tests
Right.
and like got points and stuff for reading a book and taking a quiz on it. So like I would do stuff like that because I enjoyed it.
Show him the dog.
So
Yeah. Chewie.
this is
Here's the story of
Chewie?
the show.
and speaking of Star Wars, this is how he got his name, Chewie, as in Chewbacca. But no, this is our pet dog for our house.
This is the cutest dog ever.
So cute, pretty well behaved. Still has a couple accidents because he's a puppy, but he's 14 weeks right now.
Show him the Cobra Kai karate punch.
Oh, Cobra Kai.
This dog will let you do.
He'll let me do
anything.
whatever I want, but but he will never leave my side. He loves me.
He is attached to him.
He's attached to me so much.
The only time he'll be like real cuddly with me and stuff is when Seth's not there. Then he like
Yeah.
loves me.
Yeah.
But
But
as
then
soon as Seth is back, he's like, "Phoom,"
He literally darts right to the door for me and gets
Yeah.
so excited.
Makes me sad.
That is the cutest. I need my own dog. Once I
Yeah.
get settled into my apartment.
It's a lot of work though. Like
I bet.
I've had 2 dogs, I've trained them, but like my mom did like the majority of it.
Yeah.
So it's like I knew what I was doing, but it's still like a lot of hard work because you like sometimes you're like, oh, I don't really. He's fine. I can wait another hour. But no, like if you don't take him out every 2 hours, he's
Right.
gonna go have an accident.
Right.
So you got to be on top of it.
It's practice for a kid.
Yeah, it's practice for a
You
kid.
think so?
It's
Yeah,
pretty, yeah.
it's because like I have to be on top of it. So it's like after practice, I know like as tired as I am, it's like all right.
Yeah.
I gotta take him out. And like aspects with a kid, come home from work, you gotta change his diaper, you gotta feed him. Like you can't just go lay down. Like you
Yeah.
gotta do stuff. So I guess in a way, yeah.
Speaking of practice, has it been the same? Like obviously you guys still practice hard, but does it feel weird mentally?
I mean, it's kind of weird just because like you know that there's not everyone's in the room, and you're
Right.
like sometimes you wonder what the other group's doing.
Yeah.
Because like obviously they're doing the same stuff, but like me and Cam are literally partners so many times.
Pretty much every day.
Yeah, pretty much all the time. And like I haven't wrestled Cam once this year.
Yeah.
Like we were just rolling around in the living room just because we like haven't wrestled around, and it was fun. Like we were both tired, obviously, but
I was real tired.
we were real
I was
tired.
carrying a little extra weight for this guy. He's a little out of my pay grade
How
now.
much do you weigh right now?
Right now, I'm like 165 right now.
That's not too bad for 149.
Nah, not too bad at all.
Yeah.
But I weighed
That's
60.
it.
I swear to God.
Right after practice before you drank anything?
No. Listen, it was 163.
Did it eat all day?
It was 163 after practice. Before practice, I was 166.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like this is like.
And
technically not even preseason. You still got.
I still got a lot
Yeah.
of time. I mean, I haven't even started cutting. I mean.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because the Clarion Open is usually November 1st.
It would be in 2
Yeah.
weeks. It would be in 2
How
weeks.
crazy is that?
Yeah, our certs are November 5th.
Like this year?
Yeah, so like.
That's late.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. But what's even crazy is like it's still we have so much time before.
When does the season start?
Sometime in January. I think
Yeah.
January 9th is like
January, yeah, like mid-January or early January is like the first official date that you can even like schedule a match for. That's not even like a set date.
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
We need wrestling.
Yeah, we need wrestling bad.
Is it weird having like small groups in the practice? Because I know Clarion's got like 36 guys on the team.
Yeah.
Is it weird going down?
I mean, it's weird, but it's also nice at the same way because like Brock's in my group and he like's been working with me.
Mhm.
Like it's more one-on-one time, I guess you could say, because
Yeah.
like there's not as many people. He doesn't have to go around and help so many people. Like he can like help the shorter amount of group.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of got used to it. It was really weird.
It was really weird at first, especially because we started out with 10 people in our pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
How
it
much
was
do you have
like,
now?
so we combined 2 pods, so it's like we have 20 people roughly in our group.
Okay. I might come by tomorrow for the 5:15 practice.
We're doing Singlet Friday tomorrow,
Really?
Yeah.
so it'd be a good day.
I'm gonna come tomorrow because I get off at 3:30.
You
Yeah,
seen
or
the new
4.
gear yet?
Yeah, I saw a picture.
It's
of it.
pretty sweet, right?
sweet.
Yeah, I like it.
Wish I had it. But has Singlet Friday been the same? Like,
Yeah,
you just have 2
same
matches?
thing. No, we had one last Friday.
How long are the practices still the same way?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, obviously the Singlet Friday ones are a little.
Yeah.
They're shorter because.
Did you notice a difference at all in like you guys coming in the coaching? Since you guys had so much time off, I noticed the coaches kind of ease their athletes in. Did they do that to you guys too?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've had pretty good pace, but right now we're focusing on a lot of like just technical stuff because, I mean, yes, we should be in some kind of shape, but like, it's not like we need to be in the best shape of our life right now.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, all right, let's work on this technical stuff, and then when we need to start grinding, we start grinding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, plus we have a really short like time frame. Like they're being really strict with the practice schedules.
Yeah.
So like my practice is 5:15 to 6:45, like on the dot. That's it. That's like including like warming up,
Yeah.
like everything. So that's not a lot of time. I mean, usually it's like almost 2.5 hours, 3 hours. Sometimes.
Yeah, and like after practice, me and Brock used to stay and work on stuff like my freshman and sophomore year.
Yeah.
We would just stay and work on stuff after my practice, and it's like, all right, yeah, I actually got to get going because I have to shower and leave before this next group comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not allowed coming in until we're showered up and we're out of the locker room because we can't combine.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
They're being super like the athletes can't get in extra work. That's like so important for a lot of athletes. Oh man.
Yeah.
It's weird.
But the way you got to look at it is it's happening to everyone. So everyone's going through it. So got to work around it.
You feel like they handled it well, or
Who?
like just like entering the school year? What were you expecting?
I mean, I was expecting us to be online because there's no way to contain it.
Yeah, I meant like practice wise and getting
yeah.
the season going.
I think Ferrero and the coaches did a really good job because like we were like one of the only schools practicing and stuff.
Yeah,
like
I know.
we were like it was like us and one other school in the MAC, and which is crazy to think we were that far ahead.
Yeah.
So like they did a good job of keeping us like we started quarantine as soon as we got here. Had 2 weeks, and then we started up practicing.
Right.
And it was nice. I mean, it was definitely weird, but at least we got to have mat time.
Right. Is that how you felt?
For sure. Yeah, I mean, like, the MAC's a huge conference.
Yeah.
It's the second biggest conference in wrestling. And
Yeah.
It's like close to 20-some, might be more. It's about 20 teams in a conference, which is, like, a lot. So
Yeah.
for us to be one of the only teams that are doing that, a lot of PA schools are shut down too. Like, I don't think Bloom's practicing. I don't think Lockhaven might be, but
I don't think they are, but they might be. But my guess is they're not.
and like a lot of the state schools even are like not doing anything.
Yeah. So it's big that we get this little jump. Like any jump in wrestling's huge. So like that we get a little jump just to start practicing. That's
Huge.
multiple hours that we are ahead of them.
Makes a big difference.
Makes a big difference. Like you may not notice it in high school, but in college, even like 15 minutes of practice can change
Yeah.
everything.
For sure.
Yeah, when everybody started coming back, it felt weird. It still felt like a ghost town. I feel
Oh,
like,
it
even.
still feels like a ghost town
Yeah.
right now.
I
Like,
walk through campus, you know, I
Yeah.
got my mask on, but it feels like
yeah, like I walk
ghosty.
Chewy and through campus with my mask and stuff, and next thing you know, I'm like looking around, I'm like, I wonder if Chewy will meet anyone today, and I'm like, man, instead I didn't see a single person on this whole entire walk.
It's like tumbleweeds going
Yeah.
down the
I'm
street.
surprised there aren't any.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even entering Tampa when I go in and photograph the sport, it's like it's just them in there.
Yeah.
It feels weird. I'm used to saying hi to people in the hallway. You're not doing that.
Yeah.
And online classes are just so weird.
I can't do it.
Like I'm in my block year for teaching, so it's like a lot of like hands-on stuff, like
Yeah.
teaching lessons, doing lesson plans and stuff like that. And usually I'd be like in a school writing IEPs about like actual students. And like today I had my first lesson delivery. I actually had to do a lesson over Zoom. Like I would like
Oh, that's so weird.
it was so weird. It was so hard because I'm used to like writing on the whiteboard and like actually having a class in front of me instead of talking to a computer screen.
it was funny walking by his room because his door's shut and he's in his Zoom and you hear A makes a sound.
Yeah.
What grade are you teaching?
Well, for this one, it was a first grade lesson on phonics.
Yeah.
So it was it was kind of funny because I'm teaching it to like
college
a college
kids.
student. So she was like, what is what does E make? You know, it's crazy, weird.
Dude,
The
it's
teacher
nuts.
laughed a little bit, so that's
Yeah.
a good sign. At least she
Yeah.
wasn't being real strict. 'Cause
Yeah.
It was a big adjustment. Look at Chewy. Chewy's has this weird thing where like he likes to chew on like bottles and his toys, but he'll like take our shoes. All our shoes are lined up in that room,
Yeah.
and he'll pick them up and bring them into the living room and just drop them.
He'll drop them. He doesn't
He,
chew
like,
on 'em.
collects
He'll just he like collects them, puts them in a big pile. The one day there was like 10, 15 shoes in the room. And I'm like, Chewy, and then I'm like looking at him, I'm like, dude, I hope he didn't ruin them. And next thing you know, I look at him, I'm like, they're just in a pile.
He just picks them up.
He just
and puts
picks them up and drops them.
Collects them, yeah. Puts them right in the middle of the room for some reason.
It's also weird putting kids on Zoom. Cause you're doing the complete opposite of what you want me to do, just staring at the screen. All day.
Yeah.
I know.
Parents are like trying to get them to go outside and stuff and
That's
get off
weird.
their phones and computers and everything like
No.
that. Now it's like, all right, get on your computer, get it to class.
Some people are like some schools are making their kids eat lunch in front of their cameras.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan talked about it. He was like, he walked up to the computer screen. He said, "We'll be back." He just closed it. And
My
took his
brother's
daughter.
actually pretty lucky because he gets to go to school every day.
Really?
Yeah, he's in school every day.
Where's this
Bald Eagle area. He's in school every day in class. I mean, before they went to school, like in the summer, they sent like an option for the parents. They could have their kid be on Zoom completely. They could go in like every other day, or they could go to class completely. And my brother was like, I want to go to class completely. I want to be with my friends.
Yeah.
And like his friends parents did the same thing. So like he gets to be with his friends every day. I mean, he has to wear a mask and everything, but at least he gets to live the high
It's
school
normal.
experience.
Yeah.
Normal.
It should be a choice.
It
Like,
should be. It should
yeah.
be.
There's like no Maryland schools that are like in class right now.
No.
It's like all online. My dad has been teaching for like, let's see, I think 30 years or so, and he's like, it's just crazy, like the adjustment he's had to make, like doing all these Zoom classes, and
Yeah.
it's not right to the kids because you know they're not paying attention.
No
as well.
way.
You
If
know,
I was a
you know.
kid just looking at my screen, no way I'm paying
No,
attention.
I would,
No shot.
if I was a kid, I would definitely have my screen there and be playing video games in the background.
No,
but
no
I mean,
shot.
college you can't do that. You got to pay attention
You
to
have to.
everything.
Oh my god. No, as
They-
much as you don't want to.
Yeah.
Dude, they need to do some studies though on like the effects of what's going on right now with like looking at a
Oh,
because
wow.
I have 4 classes, right, which doesn't sound like a lot, but every class is like 2.5 hours long, with like a 5-10 minute break in between, but I'm looking at it for hours on end,
Yeah.
and then I have to do all this paperwork. Like special education, like so much of it is paperwork,
Yeah.
and I'm just typing and looking at my screen all day,
All
dude.
day.
Like my eyes, there's got to be something that's gonna happen to my eyes. Like I'm gonna need
Yeah.
glasses when I'm like 25 or something.
iPhones do like the red screen now. You hear about that?
No, I didn't.
Apparently, a red screen is better for your eyes and it helps you sleep at night when you're staring at your phone.
Dude, that's weird actually because so when I go to bed and Chewy goes with me, I literally turn on my LED lights and he won't sleep on any light except the red colored lights.
That's why emergency lights. That's why they're red. Because when they turn on, they won't like brighten your eyes. You can still see.
Yeah.
When you know how when it's dark and the lights turn on, your eyes like get like real bright.
Yeah.
Red lights don't do that.
Yeah.
So you can just see right away. And you
That's
can get
that's why they use it for like coyote hunting and stuff
Yeah.
too. They use red lights so that they don't like realize it's a light.
that video of that mountain lion or coyote chasing that guy.
Dude,
Yes,
I saw
when
that.
it's like pouncing.
I was like,
dude.
oh,
no.
he's like, whoa, whoa.
He's like, this is when I die.
If someone was with me, I'm sorry. Nice knowing you. I'm tripping you. and
Oh
running.
my god, dude, that
That's
thing.
scary. What would you do?
Dude, I would.
Run.
It's not like you can run, climb a tree or anything because that thing's just gonna come get you.
Yeah.
You're screwed.
Like I wonder why it didn't just attack him.
Yeah. I mean,
He
most of
could
the
have.
time,
That's
animals.
what's scary.
It was
Is
just
he could
walking.
have gotten him
He
at
was just
any
walking.
time.
He was
Dude,
just
when he
walking,
started
son.
like, he almost like ran on his back legs and was
Yeah,
like,
he was,
going
like,
this. I was like,
scratching.
whoa, bro, like.
I was looking at that. I was on my way to work. I was like, oh my god! I was like screaming at
Dude,
my
I'd
phone.
be so scared.
Like no.
He started like barking at it. Did you see that? He like.
Yeah, he was like making all noises at it.
Oh my god. Well, I wonder why he started recording.
Well, I think he saw like the baby cub, and he was like, "Oh, that's like crazy." And then it walked into the woods, and then all of a sudden he just saw it like the mom like pounce out in the road, and I think that's how it happened.
Let's be for real though. Anything happens in this world, someone's pulled out their phone and recorded.
Yeah.
It's literally turned to that.
I mean, honestly, if I was in that situation, I would like want to document my death.
Yeah.
Like at least people
Like,
know what
imagine,
happened.
yeah.
Dude, yeah,
People will see
people will remember you as like the guy that got killed by an animal while walking.
Freaking mountain lion.
Mountain
man.
lion.
That thing. It looks small, but it's just scary.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Dude, the paws on that thing are probably
Oh my
humongous.
gosh.
Yeah.
I was just terrified. I was shaking looking at it. I want to see a grizzly bear with my own eyes one day in the wild.
I haven't seen a bear either. Not like no bear. I don't think I have seen.
Really? Not even a black bear?
We don't really have them.
No, not in Maryland. My first one I saw was on the golf course. When I was working there, I was driving a golf cart, and it just comes running across. I'm like, I just drive the other way. Apparently, black bears are scared of you.
Yeah, they are.
I want to see a grizzly bear in the wild, like
Yeah.
the big 1200, not too close, but
I've seen quite a bit of animals. Like where I'm from, like there's elk that come everywhere.
aren't they
Like,
huge?
Oh, they're huge.
I've never seen one.
You will smell them before you see them.
Really?
They smell like cows. Like it stinks so bad,
Yeah.
and you'll smell them before you see them. Like I actually have one of their antlers. It's kind of cool.
People who hunt them are lucky. They get a lot of meat.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
see
I
that.
wish I could hunt, but you have to be in a lottery for it. But
Really?
yeah, but with a black bear, like so, the first time I've ever seen a black bear, I was like really young. My dad was out in the back doing stuff, and next thing you know, this 3 cubs just start walking up towards us, and my dad was like, "Oh no!" And next thing you know, this big mama bear comes up and starts running towards us,
Oh.
and my dad was like, "Dude, it's gonna kill him! It's gonna kill him!" Me and my older brother were just playing in a little
Yeah.
sandbox. We were young. And next thing you know, it just ran right by us, and it was like, my dad was like, "Dude, it didn't kill him."
Oh my god.
But that was the first time I seen a black bear.
Wildlife scares me.
Yeah,
Bears are scary, dude.
yeah.
They're so powerful.
I watch
and
YouTube videos on
big.
grizzly bears all the time. It's just terrifying.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh,
dogs
Chewy.
peeing, guys.
Chewy.
You little turd.
No.
Right on the welcome mat. Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome
Watch
to
your
this.
step.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So,
Oh, Chewy.
how's the how do you think next semester's gonna go? What's your prediction for like school and wrestling and just like how do you think the universities are gonna?
I mean, personally, I feel like I don't know if they've decided yet or not, but I feel like we'll probably be online just because
Yeah, we're definitely
with flu season coming up, like there's no way they can test everybody for
Yeah.
corona, and like they can't quarantine everyone that's
Yeah.
gonna be like I feel like it'd be so hard to quarantine everyone that's
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're gonna have to be online, but like it'd be nice if like labs and stuff
Yeah.
like for Cam to go into classes and like if you have to do it for your major, go in and be able to do it.
Well, that is, I think, what's going to happen. Like clinic stuff, like nursing and student teaching. Like student teaching is actually in schools right now.
Are they? I didn't know that.
But since I'm technically not in my student teaching semester yet,
Yeah.
like I'm not technically qualified as a student teacher until I finish block, so I'm not able to do that. But like Amanda, which is Max's girlfriend, Max Waldo, she's teaching. She's up in like Pittsburgh somewhere, so she's doing that. And I think that's what it's going to be next year. But I definitely think all other classes are going to be online.
You think it's all just gonna be the same, like the same as now?
I think so. Yeah.
But with wrestling, I think we'll have a season, but like kind of like how the NFL is right now. Like if a team gets COVID, they're either gonna have to postpone or cancel it. Like, which I think will happen quite a bit. I mean, it's hard to maintain something like this.
Yeah, I just wish everything would go back to normal like tomorrow.
Oh, me too.
One more mask. You guys are good.
So do you think it's a 2020 curse, or do you think as soon as 2021 hits, everything's just gonna come back to normal? Or
the day after the election, hey, we found a cure.
I didn't want to say it, but you said it, man.
I won't even ask questions. All right, cool.
Yeah,
I
wouldn't care.
Awesome.
Why?
Let's just go back to normal. I don't care.
It was fake. Whatever. Imagine just the day after. You guys are good.
Yeah.
Lift the restriction. Like, oh, you're serious? Okay.
Wow.
I would have. You're right. I wouldn't even question.
I wouldn't question it at all.
No.
I would just be so happy to be able to see everyone walking around and be able to do stuff. Actually,
Just everything changes the day after the election. November 5th. No.
Crazy. Wouldn't shock me, honestly.
Would it?
Maybe not to that extent, but like a week or so after something comes out. Like,
There's actually people who probably think like the government made this. There's people out there who are. I'm not one of the people.
In a
who
way,
say
it
that,
was
but-
man-made.
I don't
guess,
think the
technically.
government made it, but I think in some way the government is manipulating the statistics in a way that's
I think there.
changes legislation. You know what
Let
I'm
me
saying?
restart this. I got something. Go for it. Say what you want to say.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, I don't think the government made it per se, right? I think that something about the statistics to me doesn't match up.
I feel
think
like
they might be manipulating that
Yeah.
somehow, and like just like polls are.
Yeah.
Like you can manipulate a poll to look to what you want to look like. Like you can go to an area that's all Democrats and say, oh well, Biden's like 90% approval rate in this area, but obviously they're all Democrats. So
Right.
you know what I mean?
I think they're trying to see how much they can control people. I think the disease is real, right? People are dying from it, but I think they're using it as a control factor.
Well, yeah.
Seeing what they can get away with, like with Twitter doing the with deplatforming people. Have you heard of that, Cam? Twitter's deplatforming people for saying certain things, just taking them off. You can
Oh
never get
yeah,
them.
like censoring tweets and
I
stuff.
feel like they're seeing what they can get away with and slowly take.
Oh,
Like, you're taking away someone's rights that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's spooky.
I feel like they're trying to test us. Can we get
Yeah.
away with that? Yeah,
Dude,
and they keep going up.
And I feel like the only reason it's so scary is because the way the media portrays it.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and they
Like-
create panic.
And if
you
you're
know, and
against
they-
it, you're automatically a bad guy.
Yeah.
If you're against deplatforming, but that's like. I'm
It's-
against it 100%.
Yeah, it's messed up. Like
Yeah.
that's one of our basic rights. That's what makes
They're
this
trying to
country
see what
great.
what they can control you with.
Yeah.
That's oh my gosh. It's the government. Twitter is the government.
Twitter's the government.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right, guys, but it was nice having you on.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, of course.
We'll have to do it again.
Do it again.
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
We don't have anything else to do except for wrestling in school. That's about it.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yep, thank you.
No problem.